My amazing Aquarians, welcome into a general weekly reading for you for this upcoming week. Let's jump into some Sacred Light Oracle cards and see what Spirit has for you. I feel you are putting in a lot of effort where need be, where maybe you even want to throughout the week, and it's leaving you tired, all right? It's leaving you a bit spacey at certain points, or maybe you're just feeling out of it, a bit disconnected. But it feels like as well the week involves a lot of distractions, and part of that's due to your spirituality, right? And can even be for a sake of a message or two to come through. But I do feel as if these distractions won't get in the way of the purposeful accomplishments and adjustments, changes throughout the week that you're meant to be applying yourself in regards to. But what else do we have for Aquarius? Where things grow, they flow. Where things flow, they grow. All right, you can even reverse that. But Cosmic Gateway, talking about insecurities, connection with others, and refocusing. Now, to be real with you, it could be a week where there's a bit of a focus on one, if not multiple, insecurities that you have personally. Nobody's perfect, as I stutter a bit. But I do feel as if other people's insecurities are seeming to take a highlight. Even if, say, they don't mention it or experience it in an extreme way in a certain moment, it feels like you're noticing these things or remembering these things about them either way, okay? But I feel your connection with others is going to be extremely important, as I do see people feeling drawn to you, feeling the need to stick with the comfort of your energy. And they're saying that at times, to be honest with you, your slightly awkward energy and way of being, maybe way of expressing yourself and telling a story or two, that seems to bring extreme comfort to certain people, okay? I'm now hearing you remind me of somebody. You remind me of somebody from my past or that I already have in my current day reality. But the refocusing aspect of this card says that you will at certain points, given, again, it's a very spacey week at certain points, you will need to refocus, okay? Now, you know how to do this quite efficiently at this point along your path, but you may need to take on a bit of a new approach at certain points, all right? You're not the same individual you once were, but the consciousness card talking about self-awareness, as well as personal realizations and prejudice. It feels like there are certain people in your life who want certain wrongs to be righted, while they maybe are thinking about where they want to shift to moving forward. And maybe you are as well, but it doesn't seem to be the main focus for you, if that makes sense. You're just trying to make the best and appreciate and get things done and enjoy life a bit more while taking care of yourself and not burning yourself out, if that makes sense. I know it does. But you will be experiencing certain personal realizations that are very, very important for you when it comes to the upcoming week specifically, because I feel we are preparing you for a hell of a lot more, meaning Spirit. And so these personal realizations need to click, maybe multiple times if need be, okay? Maybe built upon with different realizations, one after the other, one on top of the other. But regardless, however this works out for you, they'll feel good, all right? It's like, I realize that this is how I process this specifically, so now I can adjust this here, and here, okay? Or I know that this works best for me as far as feeling the healthiest. Now I can implement this moving forward to be ready for a new soulmate or for a new commitment in my relationship, for more career success, to put myself out there in the limelight more. But it does feel like for the most part you're looking good and you're feeling pretty good, but then there's adjustments that are required and maybe already in the midst of being changed, adjusted, right, implemented, in order for you to look and feel even better, okay? We can always strive for improvement, but there does seem to be some indecision and some extreme decisive energy flowing from you being utilized at other points. So again, it feels like the energies on multiple levels are just alternating, changing, if you will. And that's not just including your own, so please adjust in that sense. Step away if you need to, if somebody's energy or the energy in a situation seems to fluctuate in a negative sense. But look at this energy. I feel like you are chin held high at this time. I've been through a lot. I'm not trying to complain. I'm maybe trying to bite my tongue in regards to other little moments of complaining that are habitual or just come to be due to spirit. But my chin is held high. You don't know all that I've been through. You don't need to. You maybe know more than I think. But either way, I am proud. Okay? And so that's that kind of maybe ego-based energy that you're at certain points embracing, and it may not feel ego-based to you and other people. It is a little bit, all right? And that's not a bad thing, but it feels like spirit saying it's not coming off and being digested as arrogant. Just know that, all right? It's coming off as confidence, coming off as courageous, and like you're not giving up. You know, I know my worth is also the energy you're giving off. Wow, 5 minutes and 49 seconds of just the cards. But you will also be expressing yourself emotionally, whether you think so or not, because some of you, I'm getting a message that you are closed off, okay? You instantly put up a wall at certain points due to certain people you've dealt with in the past, okay? And it could be as well within the same situation due to that connection, you know, the history of which. Anyways, I'm now getting ringing ears, all right? Both the left and right at the same time, individually, just might ring throughout the week. I'm getting this vision of me, and I have Aquarius in my chart, where I was just going like this. It's like you at times feel like you're at a crossroads, or you have this indecisive energy in regards to what to do next or where to go next, you know? What to pile onto your plate next, who to associate with next. And Spirit is saying, if you just take a hot second, Aquarius, we obviously know you're intuitive, all right? Maybe there's certain spirits confusing you, or the energy is creating confusion and off energy. Otherwise, the energy is creating off energy. You get the point. It's making this situation feel off in the moment. But at certain rare moments when you find yourself experiencing and creating playful innocence, don't stop yourself, right? Embrace it. When somebody else wants to be that way with you, add on to it, you know? Be selective, of course, be strategic. But yeah, anyways, for the tarot portion of Aquarius's weekly reading, 725, that's a good number for you. The Seven of Wands is saying that you have a lot coming towards you. You can't help but feel more capable than ever to manage all that's being thrown at you, all that you are feeling is popping up even at certain points throughout the week. And so they're saying at times you need to remember, just because you can handle it doesn't mean you should. You know what I mean? And it feels like there's an enjoyable, or at least slightly enjoyable situation you have that is not meant to last in the future, but holds great significance in regards to your current day reality. All right, maybe a great benefit. But what else do we have for Aquarius? Sorry about the background noise, but I feel you're honestly dealing with some of which at certain points. Justice, the Ten of Wands. I feel like you're about to be extremely busy, even if it's not throughout this week per se, because of the justice coming through for a lack of opportunities in the past, or a lack of progression, a lack of ultimate success. Maybe being wronged and therefore not getting all that you deserve somehow. It just feels like Spirit is saying as well, some Aquarians within this collective are receiving justice for some heaviness, some difficulty, even again, wrongdoing from the past that you experienced. Okay, that was maybe thrown at you once again. And for some of which it has to do with wrongdoing when it came to your spirituality. That's benefiting you more than ever, all right? Sure, okay, a little bit of spiritual messing with here and there, but for the most part, Aquarius, this week shows you evidence, and other people even, you are beyond protected, connected, and respected, all right? The Three of Pentacles. Let's pay close attention to Aquarius because they seem to know what they're doing. Let's pay close attention to Aquarius because I don't get it. I don't understand. And maybe I'm a bit curious and a bit judgmental. It reminds me, or just that was very connected to, you could see I looked over. A truck drove by and I could feel his energy as he looked over at me showing the card to the camera. He wasn't thinking anything positive. At least for the most part, he was judging me. But anyways, people will be paying close attention to you for the better and or for the worse. Screw it. Pay attention if you'd like. Maybe take a picture or a video to last longer. Okay, somebody drawn to the reading has a stalker from the past. They're gaining negative karma, and you're maybe gaining justice in a different form because of what they did to you, put you through. Moving on to the 10 of Pentacles and the 7 of Pentacles. Yeah, because it's another week where you're working towards a lot more for yourself. It feels like you are meant for a lot of wealth and abundance in your life. And so it's a time to be putting in, for the most part, consistent effort in order to get closer to that. It's a time for you to be feeling like you're on your way to more. You're going in the right direction. You know what I mean? And so Spirit's saying any bumps along the way doesn't mean that you derail to a completely different path or you don't trust in the direction you're going. But I feel as if Spirit is saying that, yeah, trust is going to be essential for you at this time. All right. Perseverance with strategy wrapped up into it. But let's wrap up your reading for the week by saying, it's time to be a bit more strategic, maybe a bit more secretive while still getting your voice out there. But this is meant to be a week of fluctuating energy, all right? But I do feel it will be a successful, accomplishing, rewarding week for you regardless, where things continue to change, all right? Let's leave your weekly reading at that. I hope these messages for the week were truly helpful. As I struggle, I am sending you so much love and light. Bye, Aquarius.